Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss to the Golden State Warriors. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Gray.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
First team foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Suggs in the corner. Back to Adebayo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Christie. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Collins wide open. He fires. And it's off from 3-point range. The shot by Adebayo, no good. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. The shot that time, not on target. To the paint. Has to Ware. And here is Suggs. Driving to the basket. Got a piece of it. And LaVine, here we go. And LaVine throws it down.
And off contact. LaVine showing you what he can do. The improved strength making a big impact.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to LaVine. From the arc. A second chance effort. And Wembanyama with the layup.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Now Suggs. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Adebayo with the fadeaway. It's good.
Tough shot from Bam, but man, he is so capable of knocking down that mid-range.
Pass to Collins. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Adebayo. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Here's Black. Back to LaVine. In the corner, it's Eason. Wembanyama down low. Offensive rebound. And another shot. And he sinks the layup. Wembanyama's got his second basket.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Out to the wing. Has to Ware. Good. Nice job down low.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
There's a screen by Collins. Wembanyama with it. And the jumper from down low is good. Wembanyama's got 6.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And it's Suggs missing.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Now, here's Suggs. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Christie. Back to Suggs. Here's Christie. There's the three. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Wembanyama with it. He's guarded by Adebayo. Black in the post. Outside for Wembanyama. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. But I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Personal foul.
Now, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Now, here's Adebayo. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Pass to Ware. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And here's Levine, defended by Christie.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And, guys, another thing I love is their pursuit of the ball. I mean, creating second chance opportunities just with effort.
Suggs. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Suggs showing you right there, he's not just a facilitator.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Wembanyama. That one wide left. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Adebayo. And he banks in the layup. Adebayo's got his second bucket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but looks like they're putting it together right now.
Wembanyama left side. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. Pass to Ware. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Wembanyama. No good with the layup.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Hits it from 3-point range.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Pass to Adebayo. Now Bagley. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Bagley's got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota. Wembanyama. It's stolen by Bagley. Inside. That's tipped. Stolen by Collins. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by Minnesota. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's Suggs. He's got 9.
Jalen Suggs.
Makes it off the glass. And now that's 11 points for Jalen Suggs.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wembanyama, a screen. A rebound by Johnson. Timberwolves leading by 6. Sweet little floater.
Keon Johnson.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the inside. Kick out to Levine. Wembanyama, a screen. Levine with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Second team
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Here's Johnson. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Levine. Christie with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Bagley. Lets it go from the wing. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
There's a screen by Collins. For 3, Levine. Rebound, Minnesota. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. They get the rebound. Now, here's Bagley.
And what a block from Levine. Love seeing him be so engaged on defense.
In the corner, it's Eason. Back to Levine. There's a screen by Collins. Levine with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And it's Adebayo in the corner. Drills the three-pointer. Adebayo's got 7 points in the game.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Back to Levine. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 6 points for him.
Levine just going to work. Talented, finishing inside.
Stolen by Levine. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple. And now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead. And stolen by Eason. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pass to Eason. Down low. Kick out to Levine. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Wembanyama. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 9, Jeremy Grant.
Here's Black. Pass to Levine. Here's Black. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Grant. That's tipped. And they'll keep possession. For the 3. No good on that one. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. A putback. Whoa, Wembanyama powers in the putback.
And you've got to get a body on Wembanyama or he will eat you up down low.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Here's Black. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Pass to Ware from downtown. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Ware's got 7 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now, here's Suggs. 11 points in the game. Outside Mathurin. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
To the right side. Here's Eason. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Suggs with the steal. Here's Ware. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 9.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota with the ball. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Got that one up quick. And now a 9-point Minnesota lead.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Floats one up. Johnson gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 8. 1:52 left in the third quarter of the game. And Levine with the slam.
Well, we know Levine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
Suggs with the ball. 14-point. Oh! Wow, my goodness.
Man. Oh, my goodness. Man, oh, man. Suggs with some extra juice on that dunk.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Mathurin. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Back to Adebayo. Suggs looking around. 5 to shoot. Has to wear. Shoots it. Eason grabs the board. Los Angeles trails by 10. Here's Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
Always putting on the show. Levine plays with flair and clearly one of the best dunkers in league history.
Suggs.
Jalen Suggs.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Black. Outside, Levine. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Nice game, notable performance by Jalen Suggs.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
6 seconds left in the third. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been terrific.
49.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Timberwolves leading by 11. And here is Suggs. There's the screen. Pass to Christie. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
To the middle. Kick out to Levine. It's stolen by Oladipo. Oh, that was a strong toe.
The point's right there. A product of Oladipo's defensive work. Once he comes up with the steal, he's ready to get into transition right away.
Wembanyama, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
On the wing, Levine. Wembanyama, a screen. Back to Levine. Wembanyama, a screen. And Levine, here we go.
Hey, Hey, when you can beat people off the dribble, you got something going for yourself. I mean, Levine showing that great burst.
Has to Ware. Minnesota again turning it over. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Black. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one.
Jalen Suggs.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Here's Black. Pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Right side Levine. Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Black. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Eason. And the jam by Levine.
You know what you like about Levine as a finisher? I mean, he can go straight to the rack, hop out to the three, and can do everything in between as well.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Wembanyama, a screen. Drives to the hoop. Levine can't hit.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against the
To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. They get it back. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Suggs. And he gets the bucket. Suggs has got 8 here in the quarter. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Timberwolves?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
You know, when you think of Zach LaVine, his scoring comes to mind immediately, but he also rebounds effectively and passes it pretty good, too.
taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Second team foul.
Now Suggs. Here's Christie. Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Mathurin. 6 to shoot. Driving in.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Timberwolves.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jalen Suggs.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Here's Levine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal.
You know, battling inside, I like Levine's aggressive approach. Tough to match without fouling.
He's perfect from the line this time. So it's Minnesota now. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Adebayo. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.